Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it's finally in place. It's finally here. It's finally here. In today's video, I will be talking about the opportunity card, or what you call in German the Chancenkarte. You can apply for a new visa to immigrate to Germany without school and without work. You do not need work or school to apply for this visa. Before I delve into any details, this disclosure first. I'm not a lawyer, so you will still have to consider a few things when it comes to your personal case. Maybe visit an immigration's lawyer. So I'm not a lawyer, full disclosure. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. What is this visa I'm talking about? It is called the opportunity card, or what is known in German, the Chancenkarte. This visa gives you 1 year to immigrate and live in Germany, and within this 1 year, you seek for permanent employment. While seeking for employment within this 1 year, you are free to take up work. You can work part-time, you can take up mini jobs and work part-time, a maximum of 20 hours per week to support yourself. This new visa, it's different from the job seeker visa that have been in place for a long while, in that for the job seeker visa, you need to have either studied in Germany to obtain your qualification, or you studied abroad but your qualification is fully recognized in Germany. This opportunity card is different from that. If you studied abroad but your qualification is not fully recognized in Germany, you can use this new way, which was never the case before. It was not the case before. Now you can use, even if your documents, even if your qualification is not recognized, you can use this visa and immigrate to Germany still. If this is something you ever wanted, then stay on, watch this video and start compiling your documents and apply for this. There are two ways. The first option I want to talk about is somebody who had his education in Germany, or somebody who had his education abroad in any country out of Germany and outside of the EU. And this foreign qualification have been fully recognized. If you are this person, you don't necessarily need an opportunity card. You can directly apply for the job seeker visa. But if you did not get your education in Germany and you have a foreign qualification that is not fully recognized in Germany, then you can apply for this opportunity card. So you have a foreign qualification that is not fully recognized in Germany. What do you need in order to apply for this opportunity card? The first thing, we are going to talk about what type of professional qualification you have in place. Your professional qualification, for it to be considered in this, it has to be a university degree or a diploma that is fully recognized by the issuing country. Note I said issuing country. It doesn't matter whether it's your country of residence or not, but it should be fully recognized by the issuing country. Or you have a vocational training with at least 2 years of training, and this vocational training also must be fully recognized by the issuing country. So for instance, if you are a seamstress or you are a fashion designer, it must have taken at least 2 years to finish, and it must be fully recognized by the country where it was issued. So with this qualification, you are permitted, you are qualified to work in that capacity in that issuing country. The third thing is you have a vocational training that was obtained from a German Chamber of Commerce abroad. So in the country where you obtained this, you got this from a German Chamber of Commerce. If you fall under any of these three categories, then we say your professional qualification, it makes you eligible. The next thing is language proficiency. The good thing for this visa is in the past, or for the job seeker, you always need some level of German. But for the opportunity card, you need to have either German A1, so German at the basic level, or, this is the very important distinction, or English, at least B2 level. If you have either of these two, then you fulfilled the second requirement. And the third requirement is finances. You need to be able to show that when you immigrate to Germany, at least for the first year, you are able to take care of your finances. You can do this in one of two ways. You can create a blocked account of, I think it's about 11,200 euros, something like this. Or you can take the second option where you have somebody sign a declaration of commitment, or what is also called an affidavit. Then you fulfilled the financial requirements. Basically, these are the three major things you need to have in order to qualify for this opportunity card. If you have these three things in place, then you go into what everybody have been talking about a lot, the point system. The opportunity card uses a system where there is a possibility to obtain 18 points, and out of these 18 points, you need to have at least 6 points. To talk about the point system, we can rank these avenues through which you get points into three major categories. The first one is education and your professional experience. If you have a qualification abroad and you applied for recognition of your documents of your qualification in Germany, and this was partially recognized, this means that you applied for recognition and you got the feedback that you need to do, for example, a few more courses in order to top up your qualification to the level of the people doing that profession in Germany. This means your qualification have been partially recognized. This will give you 4 points. The next thing is your experience actually working in that profession where you qualify. If in the past 5 years, you can show that you've been working for 2 years, this gives you 2 points. If you can show that you've been working for 5 years out of the past 7 years, this gives you 3 points. Another way you can get points from your education and professional experience is if the qualification you have falls under what is known as the shortage occupation. This gives you 1 point. Shortage occupation, what I mean by this is there are certain professions where the need for workers is critical. The list is very long, and I will leave a link where you can download the official PDF file from the German government in the description of this video. Download this PDF file, read through it, look and see if your profession falls or your profession is mentioned in this list. If this happens, you get 1 point. The next category where you get points from is language proficiency. Earlier on, I said that you need either German or English. That's the basic, that's the minimum. But if you are better in these languages, you get points. It works like this. If you have German A1, you qualify. But if you have A2, you get 1 point. If you have B1, you get 2 points. If you have German B2 or higher, you get 3 points. And for English, if your English is at the level of C1, or you are a native speaker, you get 1 point. The third category is how old you are. If you are below 35 years of age by the time you submit your application, you get 2 points. If you are between the ages of 35 and 40, you get 1 point. If you are above the age of 40, you get 0 point. This does not mean you are disqualified, it just means you don't get extra bonus points for that. Out of these three major categories, some other avenues where you can pick a few points is if for the past 5 years you've been able to stay in Germany for 6 months uninterrupted, which means that you couldn't have stayed in Germany for 3 months, 2 weeks, 4 weeks here, and then you join them up to make 6 months. That won't work. They need a stretch of 6 months uninterrupted. If this is the case within the past 5 years, then you get 1 point. Another thing that could give you points is if you have a life partner or a spouse. If you do this and that spouse qualifies for this visa, you get 1 point. What this means is if you have a spouse and that spouse or that life partner also is applying for this visa, that of course means more professionals are coming in, which is a good thing, and they give you a bonus point for this. If you sum all of the possible points you can get, they add up to a maximum of 18 points. Out of this 18, you need 6. If you get 6, then you qualify and you can go ahead and apply for this visa. So this is how the point system works. So to sum up and summarize the whole process, you check your documents I will leave the link to this official website in the description of this video. So go ahead, check it out. The next thing is you check your finances. You also look at your language skills. And if these three aspects are in order, as I have described earlier, then you check your points. If you can get at least 6 points, then you take these documents and you have to prove everything with documentation. You take all of these and head to the German embassy in your country of residence or German consulate, whatever you have in that country, and apply for this visa. I wish you all the best in your endeavor. I'm very excited about this opportunity card because I personally know many people who've been waiting to make use of this. If this is helpful to you, please make use of the information. If there is something more you think you'd like to understand, you can leave a comment below and I'll try to answer as best as I can. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.